Top privacy cryptocurrency of 2018: XMR, ZCL, Dash, BTCP, ZCASH, XVG, and PIVX. Countries are taking approach to either regulate or ban cryptocurrencies entirely. This has left many individuals who transact in cryptocurrency space with the option to stop transacting or start using privacy coin. Privacy coin grew exponentially in popularity in 2007, with 2018 beginning to show some major leaders in the space. What is a privacy coin? Privacy coin are based around the concept of leaving the sender and the receiver anonymous. The biggest issue plaguing privacy coin is their likelihood to be used for nefarious, illegal, or suspicious activities. As a result, many governments are casting a distrustful eyes on such coins. The reasoning is simple. Privacy coin dominates the transactions that take place on the dark web. The alternative to privacy coin is transparency, and transparency creates as many problems as complete privacy. Do you want other internet users to know how much money you have in your specific wallet? If you had a Bitcoin wallet, your balance and transactions are always publicly available. With privacy coin, the transaction, the sender, the receiver, all are hidden from nosy eyes. The question is, privacy worth the inherent risks of misuse, and its transparency mandatory? Transparency. Today in our society, no part of our financial system is transparency required. If your neighbor wanted to see how much money you had in your wallet, do they have the right to know? Because the answer to the question is so obvious: no. The neighbor has no right to know about your finance. This brings us to a question: why privacy coins have been given such a negative connotation? The reasons privacy coins are cast in a negative light are because of their current utility. When government agents raid dark web websites, they are noticing how privacy coin dominates the marketplaces. This gives an unfair perspective regarding privacy coins because it only highlights what is wrong with them. Complete anonymity has its inherent risks, but so does complete transparency. If individual bank account balance were public information, there would be many more robberies of high net worth individuals. One's finances should not be information the general public is entitled to, and the answer to this in the blockchain world is privacy coin. Privacy. There are clearly major issues with every transaction being made public, including your balance. Privacy coin enable themselves to provide their users a level of anonymity not seen in the standard cryptocurrency market. This creates an issue for governments all over because it is very difficult to monitor the spending of privacy coins and ensuring taxes are collected on them. However, individuals will always have a right in some places to a degree of privacy if so desired. Some countries may ban privacy coins, as some have banned cryptos entirely, but the majority that allow privacy coin will have users that choose to continue to purchase, send, and receive cryptos anonymously. Privacy coin have many benefits that go far beyond concealing what you purchase. The privacy provided protects the users from other individuals looking to target those with the most coins. Cryptocurrency robbers have escalated with many high-profile thefts occurring in the previous months. The risk has increased as the value of cryptocurrency had grown and the ease of transfer has become easier and easier. Privacy coin provides protection, a protection that is needed in a world where some choose transparency over privacy. Privacy crypto. There are currently multiple cryptos in the space, but the article will focus on some of the most dominant players and few sleepers. The privacy cryptos include XMR, Monero, ZCL, Zclassic, Dash, BTCP, Bitcoin Private, XVG, VEG, and PIVX. XMR, Monero XMR was launched in April of 2014 as a fork of Bitcoin. Its purpose was to create a secure, untraceable currency. XMR leveraged on crypto note technology as well as ring signatures, ring confidential transaction, and steal addresses. This provides multiple layers of protection and anonymity. Each layer of protection creates more privacy for the sender and receiver. CryptoNote is an open source protocol that allows for increased privacy. Most cryptocurrencies use unchanging signatures to verify transfers. CryptoNote specifically use ring signature, which cloak the sender. Think of ring signature as a digital signature in which a group of signers is brought to confirm a transaction, forming a ring. The actual sender creates a one-time spend time, and the receiver is the only party that can detect and spend the fund based on the unique key. Since the outputs are unlikable, the recipient and the sender privacies are guaranteed. Ring confidential transactions (RCT) marks the amount of funds transferred through very unique technology. This feature became mandatory in September 2017 for added protection. It also slightly changed how XMR would be sent through the blockchain, and how miners confirm the amount being sent is the same as the fund available without having to send the original amount broken into many smaller parts. RCT coupled with steel addresses create a highest level of privacy. The steel address is a one-time public key. It is automatically created for the transaction to indicate that the receiver can spend funds in a later transaction. XMR's extensive privacy feature, along with its adoption as the utility token of the dark web, provide it the necessary foundation to be a top crypto, allowing for seamless transferring of cryptos across the world. Incomplete privacy for the sender and receiver is what makes it such a sought after crypto. XMR currently has a $4.9 billion market cap and a price of $315 per coin. BTC was once the coin of the dark web, and it was able to outgrow the bad boy image. If XMR can improve their societal image, they may be one of the shortlisted coins being added to Coinbase in 2018. Currently at $315 per coin and a market cap less than half it was at its peak, XMR is a fantastic option in the short and long term. Dash. Similarly to XMR Ripple, Dash is the other most utilized dark web coin. However, Dash has features that are exceptionally transparent, unlike XMR, where all transactions are private. Dash allows the users to determine when to use private or dark send or not. Dash has two main transaction features: instant send and private or dark send. The name says it all. If you want to send something on the dark web or privately, use private or dark send. The name almost makes it seem like individual is doing something illegal before the money is sent. However, names can be misleading, as each individual should have the right to privacy without every transaction being publicly searchable. Instant Send is Dash transparent money transfer service, which was initially called Instant X and rebranded in 2016. Instant Send is very impressive when compared to the amount of time it takes to send most cryptocurrency. The transactions are near instant. Basically, as quickly as you can hit refresh, the Dash will arrive. Their masternode network can compete with Visa's throughout, with capability in excess of 1000 transactions per second. Instant Send is not what puts Dash on the list. Private Send is what makes Dash a competitor for top privacy cryptos. Dash uses a coin mixing service based on CoinJoin. The way this is accomplished is by using master nodes and restricting dominations to certain easily transferable ones. Dash aims to create decentralized CoinJoin network within the protocol throughout full nodes that would handle the mixing internal services between randomly selected nodes. The main downside or critic of this private way to send is that a malicious party can create thousands of nodes and control a majority of the network, leading to the centralization of user transactions, de-anonymizing them. To combat this issue, Dash created a centralized node. The master node requiring 1000 Dash to run a master node, which also provides an incentive dividend for running them. Dash has a system in place that provides dividend, let you send anonymously or not, and a decentralized governance platform where the master node operator receive one vote for big decisions. XMR Monero is better for complete anonymity, but Dash allows transparency and anonymity with a greater market acceptance currently. Dash has a market cap of $5.7 billion and a coin value of $725. This is down from over $1,100 in January. The market rebound should drive Dash as one of the most useful privacy tokens back above $1,000. ZCL, ZClassic, ZCASH are all privacy coins that use the fairly similar technology under the ZCASH name. Of these currencies, if you are sending a message with your anonymous crypto, then using ZCASH as a short message that can be added will be recommended. However, ZClassic is the best option if no message is required to be sent. ZCL is a fork of ZCASH intended to remove the 20% fee associated with ZCASH technology. The fork developers that created ZCL decided the miners should not receive a small reward because developers need additional money to involve and advertise a project. Instead, ZCL issued the entire block reward to the miners and aimed to have development funded from other sources. Therefore, to avoid a developer mining fee, ZCL is a better option than ZCASH. All three of these Z-branded cryptocurrency use ZCASH to achieve privacy. Every transaction sent on their blockchain contains a string of data provided by the sender. The zero knowledge proof also encrypts this data. The input and output value need to be equal, which ensures the sender can generate specific string unless they own the sending key for that address. ZCASH is not known for providing 100% anonymity, as it's still possible to analyze the blockchain and correlate information through IP addresses. However, ZCL is still the best of ZCASH options because of one very exciting February bonus. ZCL also has a very special surprise for February. ZCL and BTC are hosting a co-fork where owners of ZCL and BTC all receive one Bitcoin private BTCP. Bitcoin Cash (BCH) was a fork of BTC in summer of 2017 and has since increased in value over $1,000 per coin. ZCL is currently trading under $200 per coin after having peaked to a high of $235 in January prior to the market correction. ZCL has a market cap of over $600 million and a current coin price of $172 per coin. By the February 28, 2018 fork, ZCL should approach a 1 billion market cap. That is over 200% return for February per coin head. BTCP is a Bitcoin branded privacy coin. Anyone who understands branding realizes the value of BTC name attached to it in the world of cryptos. ZCL is a must own for the month of February if you have an interest in attaining BTCP, Bitcoin Private. One BTCP will be provided to every holder of one BTC and the holders of one ZCL. The dividend is the same for a coin that costs over $11,581 and for a coin under $180. ZCL should see a major climb in value prior to the fork February 28, 2018. BTCP, Bitcoin Private. Well, if you want Bitcoin Private, BTCP, the BTCP branded privacy coin, then the one way to attain them is to own either BTC or ZCL during the February 28 fork. With ZCL price so much lower than BTC, it is likely investors flock to ZCL as more exchange support the fork and the awareness regarding it continue to spread. Bitcoin Cash had an epic run this year solely because of its affinity to BTC, and even with BTC fixing many of the solutions. Currently, BCH has a value of over $1,500 per coin. The brand name behind it is where a large percentage of the value exists. As with the new system upgrade and recent fork, BTC is much faster and cheaper to transact on. BCH should have returned to a more absolute rule due to this upgrade, yet people continue to flock to the BTC name. Bitcoin private should be no difference. The same privacy technology for Z Classic and ZCASH will be used for BTCP. However, the major difference is the blockchain BTCP will run on this name. BTCP will look to capitalize on the infrastructure of the BTC blockchain while also taking full advantage of the naming right associated with being a BTC fork by providing the same ratio of coins to BTC holders as ZCL holders. BTCP is ensuring there is a total of approximately 20 million BTCPs in circulating supply. Therefore, it is fully expected that BTCP will be the most valuable fork of BTC to date. BCH has become obsolete with BTC's upgrade, but BTC is still not private. BTC solves that issue while capitalizing on ZCL privacy technology and the BTC name. XVG. Well, this coin was everyone's favorite to hate in late December and early January. XVG promised to release RAT protocol. RAT was supposedly able to allow the user to switch between public and private with the flick of a button on the user's wallet. If you were in a jurisdiction that did not care, the user has freedom of choice. However, RAT was delayed at the last minute and the market correction began. The worst part of this entire short story is that although SVG was late in releasing RAT protocol, they still managed to release it successfully. Yes, they were a few weeks late. If anyone knows development teams, they are notoriously slow and they do not care at all about deadlines. This does not mean that they are lazy or absent, just that they have their own rhythm and pace they like to work at. RAT protocol was released, but was released during the middle of the worst correction the crypto market had seen in years. Many did not even realize RAT was successfully released. As one of SVG remained priced as one of the cheapest coin on exchange and with functioning privacy feature built in, may very well become one of the top rebounding coins. SVG is priced at approximately 8 penny a cent per coin and has a market cap of over $1.1 billion. SVG is valued at almost 200% of ZCL, but is still only 20% of the major privacy coin Monero, XMR, and Dash. A significant benefit for SVG is their technology. When the user initiates a transaction with the wallet, the switch button is set on or off. In the on position, RAT is activated and the private ledger is used. If you have to set to off, the public ledger is used and the transaction is transparent. RAT give the sender the ability to choose, and choice is a very valuable thing. With RAT protocol being successfully implemented during the height of correction, I expect SVG to have a rebound. PIVX, private instant verified transaction. PIVX is a great privacy cryptocurrency at approximately $6 per coin and a market cap of over $320 million. PIVX was a coin introduced in 2017 and was one of the top gainers for many reasons. When compared to XMR, it is important to note that PIVX is a proof of stake versus proof of work means, and miners get a large portion of the rewards. PIVX block time is 60 seconds, while XMR Monero is 120 seconds. The average time for a transaction to send for PZ is less than 1 second. The average time for a transaction to send for XRP is 1 to 2 minutes. The transaction fee on average for PX is 0.0003, while it is $3.20 for XMR. XMR Monero generally takes a total of 20 minutes for a transaction to be confirmed, while PZ is closer to 3 minutes. PIVX is cheaper, faster, and implements better privacy tech than XMR Monero, the most notorious privacy coin on the market. PIVX uses custom zero coin technology to accomplish its privacy feature while also implementing a master node system in the beginning of 2018. PZ is more of an infancy stage, similar to XVG at market cap approximately 10% of those with greater market adoption. Conclusion: different privacy coins provide an array of unique features. The cryptocurrency listed above are some of the most adopted by the crypto space already. There are many more privacy coins available on very select exchange with market cap of less than 40 million, but listing them will be a very detailed process, and currently their utility is minimized as these are the most popular by far. It is evident there is a huge demand for privacy coin. It is also very clear that branding exists in the crypto world as well. Knowing how important branding is when dictating value is very important. Therefore, the highest risk, highest reward privacy crypto will be BTCP, Bitcoin Private. The only way to get your hands on BTCP, Bitcoin Private, is to purchase ZCL, Z Classic, or BTC, Bitcoin. If you are a more medium risk investor and do not wish to wait for a fork before determining a coin's importance, both XVG, VEG, and PIVX would be a strong choice. XVG and PIVX should see rapid trend north as they provide seamless privacy. Although Dash and Monero are the big names in the space, BTCP is about to enter the name game, while PIVX and VEG have better technology supporting their privacy platform.